always create an Asian range. This is our accumulation, right? Price accumulates during the Asian session. Now, for us to take sell trades, right? If price takes out the Asian low and then rallies towards the Asian high, this is what I call a two-phase manipulation model. Now, this is my favorite type of manipulation model, right? The reason why is because we've taken out the Asian range low. So this is phase 1 manipulation, or sell side liquidity. I'm just going to write sell side liquidity, SL. But we've also taken out the Asian high, as well as the previous day high. So we have liquidity acting as a huge confluence here, and I love this. Previous day high sweep, Asian range high sweep, right? Asian range low high sweep, right? So we've taken out liquidity before our entry, which is of course at this key level. So if you're stuck on liquidity, focus on Asian highs and lows and previous day highs and lows. These are the easiest to use, right? So again, just to quickly break this model down, we have sell side liquidity being swept. We have buy side liquidity also being swept. And this is our key level to sell from down to here. So the reason I like this is because we've actually swept sell side and buy side liquidity. So we've manipulated the only two sides of the market, which is sell side and buy side. This is something I look for in my trading. It's probably my favorite manipulation model, right? So once we've gone through that now, what we can see is we have a sweep of liquidity, both previous day high and I guess Asian high and low. We have a 15-minute fair value gap. Now the main confluence for taking the short on Tuesday came down to this over here. Now this is the weekly candle, right? So PO3, if you just go to indicators and type in PO3, the one I use is this one by 2 degrees. So this is the weekly candle, right? Let's just position that now. So this is the weekly candle. So for those who don't understand how to use a weekly candle, it's quite simple. The week will open and we will manipulate to the upside, right? We will take out buy side liquidity. Now, when we're above the weekly opening price and we get confirmation at a key level, again, confirmation is very important. We want to be selling above the weekly opening price. Now, I'm going to explain to you very simply why that is because the market will go higher to go lower. The market will go lower to go higher. And the best way you can interpret this is just by using the weekly opening price. It's my favorite. It's not really an indicator, but it's more of a tool. It's my favorite tool in the whole of the market. Now, what I want traders to pay attention to is look at the size of this wick, right? I've circled it for a reason. Now, if you sold on Tuesday the 7th, look at the size of the wick as the day progresses. There you go, right? So look at that. Now the wick goes from about this big to this big. Now, a mentor of mine, a trader of mine said the best traders can position themselves accurately inside of a wick. And that is so true. You don't want to position yourself in the body, right? You don't want to be selling down here. You missed most of the move, right? So if this is the weekly opening price, logically you want to be this, I'm just going to call this WOP. Logically you want to be selling anywhere significantly above that. Now, you're never going to catch the exact high, but you don't want to be trading inside the body, or certainly you don't want to be selling below the weekly opening price. If you want to be a trader, right, you need to position yourself inside of a wick, right? And the best way you can do that is by simply positioning yourself inside of a wick, right? It's my favorite line, right? The best traders can position themselves inside of a wick, right? So notice how when we sold, the wick was only this large, but as the market moved down, the wick expanded. So your job is to position yourself and to ride essentially the wick as price descends, right? As price goes down. And we do that with a key level. So if you don't know where to enter from, it becomes very difficult. So that's kind of the first thing I wanted to go through. This was my key level. So to quickly break